Hey Internet, it's me. Now, tonight's movie was a sequel to yesterday's movie. It's The Wrath of Becky. And now right off the bat, I'll just jump into like a synopsis. The story is about lots of, uneducated, redneck, just racist, sexist Nazis are just invading lots of small towns and trying to, oust the politicians they don't agree with, especially women politicians or ones of color, stuff like that. And then at the very end of the movie, a person with no formal training or professional background is offered a job at a government agency. And so right off the bat, I just have to say, kudos to these writers for just coming up with such just fantastical elements. I don't know where such a fantasy scenario comes from, but definitely good writing. But yeah, jokes and political commentary aside, this is a good movie. It was also, my light just went out. I don't know what the hell that's about. Yeah, it is a sequel to yesterday's Becky. So you have the same character, it plays out kind of similarly. The Nazis come and attack and kill someone she loves and threaten her life, and so she murders them all in gruesome ways. And it's really fun to watch. There's just as much gore and violence as the previous one. She's a little older now, so it's less weird to just see her occasionally in a sexual light. Not that they sexualize her in the movie, but some people, when they watch movies, if they see a female character, they sexualize them. Back to what I was saying about the whole, racist, sexist, uneducated Nazi thing. And at least if they're doing it while watching this movie, it's less uncomfortable for the rest of us knowing that they're doing it. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of what Tyler and I said about Becky kind of applies here too. It's almost the same thing. It's a revenge story. It's very gruesome, like I said. The acting is good. If anything, the star, Lulu Wilson, is a better actor now because it's been a few years and she has more experience. It's just as interesting seeing Sean William Scott, Stifler, playing a villain as it was Kevin James playing a villain in the previous movie. I like this trend of them taking actors that aren't normally in those kinds of roles and putting them in there. I hope if and when we get a third movie that they do the same. I hope they find another just unassuming actor who's never been like evil or a villain or a bad guy and putting him in there. Let it be like Tom Hanks or Steve Carell or something like that. That would just be really fun and interesting. But yeah, no, overall it's fun to watch. I like how early on when you're in the diner, you get to see Becky just imagining killing someone. It just kind of plays up that she has this imagination, and this is how her mind works when she is slighted or when she sees wrongs. There's this guy who's being rather sexist, keeps calling her sweetheart and making ridiculous demands of her, and just being an unreasonable old crotchety man. And she envisions herself slitting his throat, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a really short review, and it should be longer, but like I said, everything we said yesterday about Becky applies to Wrath of Becky. It's the same, but more. I do like that in the end, you find out the Nazis were too stupid to actually organize or plan anything themselves, and they actually had a leader who was a boomer that did all the planning and really set up all the problems that were happening, which again, the writing team, I don't know how they come up with this stuff. It's just so out of left field. But yeah, it's just as fun as the first movie, but I feel like there's a little more commentary that seems appropriate to watch and digest and hopefully actually learn from. Obviously, the people that need to won't, because you live in this world, But the commentary is there, whether you pick up on it or not. It's definitely there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say this time around. It's a great movie. It's just as fun as the other one. One thing I will say is, originally I saw this movie before the original. I saw the sequel first. I didn't realize it was a sequel. And in the opening, they give you like a brief catch up and say, it's been 2 years since my family was murdered, and then I did this, and it shows her killing the bad guys. And then like it just catches you up to where she's at, and so you understand the plot. You can watch them out of order. You get all the important plot pieces in a very quick, previously on segment, basically. Um, and I like that because this works as a standalone film. It didn't need to. It is a sequel. It's fair to expect people to see the original first, but you don't have to here. It works on its own. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. It's a good movie, whether you've seen the sequel or not. The acting is fun. The gore and the violence is great. The writing is topical, but also good. Yeah, it's just a fun movie. Go watch it. And I'm going to figure out why my light died. So I'll see you tomorrow.